Developing a bulletproof mindset is not something that happens overnight. It's not some magic formula or quick trick you can pull off after reading a motivational quote or watching a single video. It's something you have to build brick by brick every single day, and it requires effort, focus, and an unshakable commitment to your own growth. But here's the thing, it's worth it. A bulletproof mindset is what separates people who just survive life from those who thrive in it. It's what keeps you going when everything around you seems to be falling apart. And it's what allows you to rise above the noise, the fear, the doubts, and the challenges that will inevitably come your way. The first thing you need to understand is that a bulletproof mindset starts with how you see yourself. It's about the beliefs you hold deep inside about who you are and what you're capable of. If you constantly see yourself as someone who can't handle pressure, who can't succeed, or who isn't strong enough to deal with adversity, then that's exactly how you'll show up in the world. Your thoughts create your reality. If your mind is filled with negativity, self-doubt, and limitations, you'll never be able to push beyond the barriers in front of you. You'll stay stuck. And every setback, every challenge will feel like a mountain too big to climb. To develop a bulletproof mindset, you have to start by changing the narrative in your head. You have to rewire the way you think about yourself and your potential. This isn't about arrogance or pretending you're invincible. It's about choosing to believe that you have the power to handle whatever comes your way. It's about knowing that no matter what happens, you are resilient, you are capable, and you are strong enough to figure it out. This kind of confidence doesn't come from wishing things were easier or hoping someone else will solve your problems. It comes from looking in the mirror and deciding that no matter how tough life gets, you'll be tougher. There will always be setbacks, failures, and moments when things don't go your way. That's life. It's unpredictable and unfair sometimes. But what separates those with a bulletproof mindset from everyone else is that they don't let those things break them. Instead, they use them as fuel to keep going. When most people would quit, they double down. When others let failure define them, they use it to learn, grow, and come back stronger. You have to realize that every failure is an opportunity to build yourself up. Every time life knocks you down, you have a choice. You can stay down, or you can get back up and keep fighting. That's where a bulletproof mindset comes in. It's not about avoiding failure or hardship. It's about refusing to let it stop you. Another critical piece of developing a strong mindset is learning how to control your emotions. There's no denying that emotions are powerful. They can drive you to action, or they can paralyze you with fear and doubt. If you're constantly reacting to everything around you, getting angry, frustrated, or overwhelmed, you'll always be at the mercy of your emotions. But a bulletproof mindset means learning how to manage those emotions, especially when things get tough. It's about staying calm in the storm, being able to think clearly when everyone else is panicking, and making decisions based on logic and reason, not fear or frustration. This doesn't mean you ignore your emotions. It means you acknowledge them, but you don't let them control you. You also need to understand the importance of persistence. A strong mindset doesn't come from achieving success easily. It's forged through the struggles, the times when everything seems to go wrong, and you still push through. When you persist through difficulty, you build mental toughness. You show yourself that you're capable of overcoming obstacles. Every time you persist, even when things get hard, you strengthen your mindset. It's like a muscle that grows the more you use it. The more you persevere, the stronger you get. But if you give up at the first sign of difficulty, your mind will stay weak and you'll never reach the level of resilience you need to face bigger challenges. One thing you need to stop doing right now is comparing yourself to others. Too many people waste their time and energy measuring their progress against someone else's. They look at people who seem to be ahead, and instead of using that as motivation, they let it demoralize them. You have to understand that everyone's journey is different. Just because someone else is succeeding doesn't mean you're failing. Your path is unique to you, and if you keep focusing on what everyone else is doing, you'll never develop the mental strength you need to stay focused on your own goals. A bulletproof mindset is rooted in self-discipline. It's about blocking out the noise, staying in your lane, and moving forward at your own pace. You're not in a race against anyone but yourself. Discipline is what separates those with a strong mindset from everyone else. Most people rely on motivation to get things done. But motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes. You might wake up feeling inspired one day and completely drained the next. If you're always waiting for motivation to kick in, you'll never be consistent enough to achieve anything significant. That's where discipline comes in. Discipline is doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. It's showing up every day and putting in the work, regardless of how motivated you are. And the more disciplined you are, the more resilient your mind becomes. It's a feedback loop. The more you act with discipline, the stronger your mindset becomes. And the stronger your mindset becomes, the easier it is to stay disciplined. You need to eliminate excuses from your life. Excuses are the enemy of progress. Every time you make an excuse, you're giving yourself permission to stay small, to stay stuck. It's easy to find reasons why you can't do something, but that's a mindset of defeat. People with a bulletproof mindset don't make excuses. They take responsibility for their lives, their choices, and their outcomes. They understand that while they can't control everything that happens to them, they can control how they respond to it. And that response is what determines whether they move forward or stay where they are. The truth is, developing a bulletproof mindset isn't easy. It's not something that happens overnight. It's a lifelong commitment to yourself and your growth. But once you have it, once you've built that unshakable belief in yourself, there's nothing you can't do. You'll find that the challenges that once seemed impossible become stepping stones to your success. The obstacles that used to scare you become opportunities for growth, and the failures that once held you back become lessons that propel you forward. Life is unpredictable, and it will throw things at you that you never saw coming. But with a bulletproof mindset, you'll be ready for whatever comes your way. You won't be shaken by fear, doubt, or uncertainty. You'll face each challenge with confidence, knowing that you have the strength, the resilience, and the determination to overcome it. And that's what it means to have a bulletproof mindset. It's about knowing that no matter what happens, you'll find a way through. You'll keep pushing, keep growing, and keep moving forward until you reach your goals. So don't wait for the right time or the perfect conditions to start building that mindset. Start now. Start today. Every moment you spend strengthening your mind is a moment you get closer to becoming unstoppable.